Hello, this is Carolyn from Bloody Creek Designs, and tonight we're going to be going through how to make some of these koozies with all the different sayings on. These are just some examples of the ones that I've already completed, and I'm going to be showing you how to design and make something similar using the Cricut Maker. These are all from TahoeBay. As you can see, are a veteran-owned company. You can find them on Amazon, and they also have their own website, which I will link in the description. These are all the colours of the koozies that we got in the one pack. We have a nice variety of different colours here. So now we're going to go over to our design space for the Cricut, and we're actually going to decide what we're going to put on these. I'm actually just going to use a couple of things that are already preloaded onto the Cricut machine. So here I'm just typing in to look for something. I was looking for something to do with being drunk or something, but there was nothing that really took my fancy on that page. So I decided to look for just kind of funny sayings. As you can see, on the design space, you have a lot of options that you can use. Now, I do subscribe to Cricut Access, which is only, I think, about $10 a month, but that's completely up to you. If you decide you don't want to subscribe to it, you still get a lot of free content, but you can also make up your own. So if there's a saying that you want, you can just add it in using the text tools. I will do another video more in-depth on the design space on exactly how you can add your own text. So here I'm just resizing it to make sure it will fit on the koozies. These ones are just over 3 by 5. So again, here we're just resizing, and then I'm going to save this project just in case I want to use this one again. You can save everything under your own projects. Then I'm going to hit Make It, which you can't see in here, but is in, there we go, the top right hand corner. Now this is going to look for your Cricut machine and make sure it's all connected, so this may take a couple of minutes to find your machine. You just have to be patient and make sure it is turned on and it's connected. And then once it's connected, this will bring you up what it's going to look like on the mat. Now, because we're doing heat transfer, you always want to mirror the image. So you click on the left hand side where it says mirror image, click continue. Here it's going to find your machine. And then once it's found your machine, it's actually going to ask you what material you're using. Just waiting for it to load up. Here we go. Here we're going to do everyday iron-on, which is the same as heat transfer. Then this is going to tell you to go over to your machine. So here you're going to grab your green mat. You're going to put your iron-on face down, so shiny side down, because we're cutting on the back, which is why we mirrored the image. Once you've stuck that securely down to your mat, you're going to take it to your machine. The arrow is going to be flashing for you to add the vinyl in, and then once the little C comes up flashing, then you know it's ready to cut. So you'll press that, and then the machine will start cutting your design. The time it takes to cut varies on how complicated the design is and stuff, but usually it's pretty quick. You will also see on your screen whilst it's cutting, it will give you a percentage on how close it is to being done. Once your machine's finished, the arrow is going to flash again and tell you to remove the vinyl. Then you're going to remove it from your mat. I like to cut off any excess, and I tend to keep my scraps, so then if I have any small designs, I will kind of use the scraps and piece it all together. So here I'm just cutting down the vinyl so that then all we've got cut out is the actual image that we want to use. Then we're going to be weeding. I do use this light pad. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but it does help with weeding, especially the darker colours. So then we're just going to go through and weed that whole design. Most of it does come off with the big sheet, which is pretty good. So, and because the font is pretty big, it doesn't take too long to actually weed it. Be careful when you're pulling this off and make sure you don't accidentally pull any part of the letters off or anything like that. So go nice and slow and just peel each section at a time, just making sure everything you need is still being left on the clear transfer tape. So that's the main part off. So now I'm going to go through and take out all these little pieces in between each letter and just make sure it's all stuck to the transfer tape. I did this off camera, so now I brought it back. Here's what we have left. Then we're going to bring in our Koozie that we're going to use and put it on there, line it up, and then ready to be heat pressed. And then that's pretty much it. And then we're going to go through how to heat press also. And here we did another design, but the exact same process. So I just sped this part up, and then we will do 1/3 design at the end. Here we're going to do a third design, but I'm actually going to use 2 colours because I want part of it in one colour and part in another. So here you can see the same process, but here you'll have 2 mats, so you can separate the 2 colours. Now we are onto the heat pressing part. Each heat press will vary slightly depending on the temperature. You want to heat press each item for about 3 seconds first to remove any moisture. Then you want to heat press each design for about 15 to 20 seconds with your Teflon paper. Then once you've heated each design, you want to peel the transfer tape off once it is cold. Here you can see peeling it off, and each image sticks. We do another quick press after this just to make sure. And here are the 3 finished designs. Please check out TahoeBay. I will post the link below for these great koozies. Thank you very much.